Too far out to score. Knows it. Centering kick instead. Fist from Jones from behind. Forced to go the fist instead. Good chance for Griffin. Bounces it towards goal. It's rolling. Goes all the way. Perfect start. 50. Bounced poorly for Griffin. Still alive though. Boyd was clever. Got it up. Jones tried to go back again. Bumped off it. Jude Bolton. Ted Richards. Grundy back into the team this week. Maybe Rusty. Moles. Steals. Goals. Pack around this ball of about 20 players. Towed toward the boundary, and in the end McVeigh, well, he could have taken it across, elects not to. McGlynn, so they keep it alive, but at their peril. It'll be coming back big time. Morris doesn't get many opportunities to kick a goal, and nails his first of the year.
Murphy.
See how the umpire sorts this out. He lets them have an enormous amount of time and then pays ball. Jude Bolton. Puts it up high. Big fly. Everett with the pluck.
Haven't seen him kick a lot of goals, so we'll see how this one sails through. Look at that.
He's kicked some big ones this year, and gee, they needed that.
Goods starting to clear the football.
Sends it wide. Reed. Another unkind bounce for a Swan. Markovic peels back onto it. He's a little unsure, and he turns it over. Bird gives it back again. O'Keefe. Back to Reed. Bird shrugs the tackle, back to O'Keefe. We know he can kick a goal, and kicks it with ease. Kearney, Mattner on him. Ball bounce kindly for Kearney, shoots it back, Williams. It opens up for his pass to Hudson. Hudson shepherds for Boyd, magnificent to watch. Now it's up to Grant, gets there on Grundy, and was played it. Strikes it well. Beautiful kick. They lead by 12. Hudson. Moles. Stack. Dying seconds. Didn't want to get caught there. Smith. Mumford. Still an opportunity. Need to get the kick inside 50. Kennelly. Dances around. The mark. They need it and they get it. Pike. Can he sink that long leg into it? And get it all the way from there.
Yeah, look, it's be interesting to see Pike. He actually kicks the ball really nicely now. Clearly, it was one of the toughest things for him to have to adapt to, but this will really test him. He's going to kick this from probably just inside 50, so this will test whether how much he has improved over the last 2 or 3 years.
And if he gets it, I'm tipping every Sydney player is going to get to him.
Hasn't kicked a goal this year. He's kicked 3 goals in his 28-game career. From the paint. That's out of the copybook.
Here they come.
Well, that's a terrific goal. That it really is. It just shows how far he's come.
And the Sydney Swans have come as well. Come back from an early deficit to be just 4 points down at quarter time. Bulldogs 4-1, 25. Swans 3-3, 21. Clearly. Smith bombs it back. Manhandle. Griffin. Got it up to Picken. It's untidy football at the moment. Just bang it whenever they can with a long kick or a kick that is haphazard. O'Keefe, he bangs it long and high. Reed's down there, forced to go for the punch. Everett, when he was about to take possession, he let it go. He knew he would be tackled. And squeezed it in, made the goal umpire work, but they are in front. Grundy. Got Everett short on Mumford with the long. Goes shorter. Jude Bolton the target. Off some hands. Everett, who was there with him, goes to Reed and Stack. Coach will be happy with that.
Yeah, it's a nice spoil from Stack. Just really controlled spoil. No free kick. There's Rocket in the coach's box.
The man who, as I said, used to coach the Swans. Up against the new coach of the Swans with the middle coach of the Swans in the commentary box with us, Paul Roos. There's John Longmire. Big shoes to fill. We said it's like coming on stage after Elvis leaves the building. Big John Longmire with the job.
Well, that was an interesting one. Look, Hudson, who does that regularly, Jono, does he? He seems to like to take it out of the ruck at times. And with
Take it out of the ruck and give that quick hands to a Cooney or a Griffin, usually at his feet, with a bit of speed around him.
Kicked 4 straight this year. Shane Mumford. Skip steps. Plenty of room between he and the man on the mark. Majestic, the big man.
And that's what you spoke about before. The Swans are getting their run-off half-back. The Bulldogs very stationary now, but I think they've been able to stop the run of Robert Murphy. He was the one in the first quarter who had 7 possessions, just 2 so far in this second quarter.
Ward goes inboard. Sherman. Okay, Jones has a paddock. He uses some time and space and does what good forwards should do. Nails it. Murphy. Griffin the target. Hanbury floats in, can't mark. Picken tries to drive his way through trouble. Jetta, handball wasp in the air. Hanbury gave to Kennelly. Clever. He knew he was going to be tackled. Handballed it away quickly.
I tell you, it was a risky play too, Jono, because he handballed it straight to the opposition. So he was really lucky that Miles, I think it was Miles, wrapped him up when he shouldn't have.
O'Keefe. Short goods. Got there. For the equal biggest lead of the game for the Swans. Goal umpire does not move. He's the man up there in the absence of Barry Hall. Jude Bolton hammered there. Cooney, Hudson, Boyd, Picken, Cooney takes on Pike, wins. Murphy forced to backtrack. Centering kick. Pretty good if it bounces, and it does bounce kindly. Gian Syracusa to Griffin. Short. Spectacular. Grant. To cut the margin back to 8 points, and the Dogs are barking again.
Look, Tommy Williams is one they have thrown around the ground at certain times where Will do the centre bounce and then Tom will work around the ground, but it'll be interesting. They may need Jones to maybe control the forward end and just create a contest in the stoppage, but you think with that move that Sydney will be looking to try and take an advantage.
Tucked into that O'Keefe, got away with it. Hanbury over the top. McVeigh, open goal. Just needs to be steady. He stares the moment down. It was all there for the taking. Still danger. Stack. Just wobbles it out of the area. Jetta knocks it down. Hill throws the handball over the top. O'Keefe. It's coming back with interest. McVeigh.
That's a shocking handball by Hill, isn't it? Just blindly inside the corridor.
O'Keefe. And that's a spear. Biggest lead of the game to either side. 21 points. Bradshaw out. Gary Rowan. Kieran Jack and Ankel. Now Chesky. Seaby's been out for a while, but is back in contention for selection now. And of course they lost Craig Bolton at the start of the year. Hanbury. Late chance for Reed. Kick poor. Off some hands. Markovic wrapped up. Still a chance. Pike off the deck. Kicks a ripper. Sherman coming off a 3-goal game last week. A little quieter today. Stack over the top. Cross. There's the runner Sherman. And now Gilby needs to hit a chest. Floats it up. Gian Syracusa. Great use of the body.
And Andreas Everett can look at that and the way he just watched the flight of the ball and got his body in there at the right time, because we've seen Andreas miss an easier grab earlier in the game.
That was important. That could be the heart starter. Sends a long ball to the outer side. Manhandled off it. Jude Bolton. No free. Boyd comes away with it. This has lifted a gear, this game. Mitch Wallace. Sherman. Wallace again. And a slip from Ward. Got up just in time. Ran himself into trouble. Picken. Pumps it up high. Gian Syracusa. A few moments ago, the margin was 25. And in the blink of an eye, it's back to 13. And that may be his fitness test as well.
The one thing about the sub rule, it is fascinating if there's no injuries, because from a tactical point of view, have they made the right call in bringing those sort of players off? Mummy's starting to look really tired.
Jetta, long, Everett, hands on it, gathers the crumb, kick smothered, off hands, Gordon, never kicked a goal, has now the first gamer. What a time to kick it. Know it, John Syracusa, handball to Sherman, worked his way into a little bit of space, bounces it to Murphy, another release handball to Moles, not a lot to kick to, Grant's calling for it short, it's his only option, unless he goals himself, it opens up for Moles, that's the goal of the afternoon, inspiring.
Yeah, this is where the players do start to get really tired now, and the skills drop off significantly, and it does become pretty hard to score in these conditions, because you're trying to find a target. Guys are really, really weary. It's a nice
Mumford through that. Umpire was wise to it.
And you see a lifted intensity from the Bulldogs, but you'd like to see that a lot earlier when they can take control of a game, not wait till the opposition get to this position and then try and do everything to fight back.
Callum Ward inside 50, Murphy, the man you said was dangerous. Kicks, a game-changing goal perhaps. The pressure's mounting. From the ball in, Boyd, handball away, off some hands, cross, kept his feet, dished out a long handball and missed the target. Grundy, down to 4 minutes. Kennelly shows some poise, picking. Great commitment, the spoil. Jude Bolton just as hard at it. Kennelly keeps it alive, bad option. Griffin, hacked forward by Boyd, and front spot, Gian Syracusa.
Shocking mistake by Ty Kennelly, just a shocking mistake. Get it and launch it as far, and G has really come to life as well, Jono, in this last quarter.
Yeah, he has. I was watching his direct opponent there in Johnson. He just gave him too much room. Gia had probably 10 metres for most of that passage of play. And you're right, it was a turnover that allowed that to continue. But he's been good this last quarter.
That was a big moment kick.
I'll tell you what, Ty Kennelly will be thanking his lucky stars there now. And it's interesting now, the two game styles, Jono. Like, Sydney will want to hold the ball up a bit. I mean, you've still got a 7-point advantage, whereas the Bulldogs, now if Sydney can get hold of this ball and chip it around for a minute and a half and graft a goal down the other end, that's what they'll want to do.
Short of Mumford, off some hands, Moore, caught from behind. Gian Syracusa wrapped him up. Did he have Pryor? Crowd thought he did.
But at the moment, it just appears both teams are too tired to sort of hit that target. So it probably plays in the Dogs' favour a little bit, because it looks like it's going to be a lot of junk ball going around. And if the Dogs can stay composed, they should get enough of the ball to hit some targets and maybe get in front of this game.
Jetta, well, he ducked into that tackle. Doesn't get the advantage. High to full forward. Off some hands. Jones. And hacked away. Well, Johnson has been amazing.
That almost looked like a mark then, didn't it?
It did. It looked like he held it long enough.
Yeah.
We'll have a look here.
Oh, no,
yeah,
bobble, yeah, good call, bobbled around.
Crucial seconds tick down. Ward attacks it. Taken away by Adam Goods.
He really needs to hit a target here, Goodsy.
Jetta. Morris comes at him. Jetta, little slip. Might work for him. Pumps the ball to Reed. One-on-one. Markovic does well. Knocks it to his own advantage. Boundary line there if he wants it. Out in the full. Worst of all possible options. And he's been great all day.
Yeah, he has had a terrific game. Those two, Reed and Markovic all day. It's been a great contest.
Yep.
Jetta. Down to 2 minutes and 20. The margin is 7 points. Long and high. Oh, Keefe in the middle of a six-pack.
Well, that was Tommy Williams coming over the top too, and he needed to crush that ball,
He needed to take the whole pack with him then, Tommy Williams, and just get that ball out of play so that they'd have a chance to set up to run it out. Instead, O'Keefe just took a great pack mark right then and gets the opportunity to seal the game.
Mark's probably just as important as the kick, because now that's milked up about 30 seconds of the clock. So really, whether it's a point or a goal here, it's probably more relevant how much time it's taken.
He could land a massive blow. Brings it back. Misses. Still life.
All right, Dogs have got to go down the middle here. I think they've got to take a risk.
Yeah.
They've got Ryan Griffin.
Yeah,
You'd like to see someone.
Will he try and play on?
Yeah, you'd like to see someone come on the mark and block, because then it allows him to play on and get that extra 20 metres.
Straight down the middle. Zephaniah Skinner, the run up, the leap. Can't mark it. Off some hands, Sherman. Murphy half forward. Crucial contest. Goes to ground. Smith holds his feet. Gets it up to McVeigh. Kennedy. And now Jetta. Precious seconds. Jetta takes him on. Leaves him in his jet stream. Toes it to his own advantage. That's as good as a kick.
That is, you're right, Twano. That's as good as a kick. That's unbelievably electric. At the end of a game, how do you not do a hammy there, John?
Yeah, I don't know. That was quick.
Down to 1 minute and 4. They need 2 goals in 1 minute and 4 to win. 8 points the margin. Cross to Boyd. Kick a wobbler. Murphy went hard, got a free. Clock might stop here. It does. Time off called. He can't kick it.
Yeah, you just got to get it and kick it. If you're the Swans, you've got to be calling guys back into the back 50 now.
But the Bulldogs have got 3 or 4 players hanging around Rob Murphy at the moment. They've got to push forward. They've got to go forward. They've got to get to the next contest.
It's no good being behind the ball now.
He's cramped. They're a man down. Zeph Skinner 3 to beat, and that'll do us.
He's had to kick 4 to 1.
Well, yes, you're right, Jono, because 3 Bulldogs players were standing behind Murphy then.
Wide ball. Smith goes. Got hands on it. Bird has been important today in the absence of Kieran Jack. Dogs don't know how much time left. 8 points the margin. Time enough for a goal, but not for 2. Spears it to Zephaniah Skinner. Off some hands. Grundy. Been great to have him back. Richards, who's been impassable. Jude Bolton, as good as ever. Adam Goods. They've been hanging off him and he's been wearing them like a gold chain. Been a superb performance by the Swans today. The Sydney Swans end a 2-game losing run